Most people don't fail because they aren't talented. They fail because they're not consistent. If you're waiting for a spark of motivation before you start moving, you've already signed the contract to fail. Motivation is an emotion. It is unreliable, temporary, and entirely dependent on your mood. Some days you wake up on fire. Other days you wake up exhausted, confused, and uninspired. Relying on inspiration means you aren't a builder. You are a hostage to how you feel. True authority doesn't require a mood wave to execute. This is the consistency paradox. The exact moment you feel like stopping is precisely when showing up matters most. It is the silent, repetitive, and almost boring act of keeping the promise you made to yourself when the room was empty. Here is exactly how we automate it. To understand why you stall, you have to understand how your brain processes effort. Your mind is an efficiency engine designed to conserve caloric energy. When you rely on willpower to start a task, you're forcing your prefrontal cortex to expend massive cognitive resources just to cross the starting line. This creates intense friction, and your brain interprets this friction as a threat, prompting you to procrastinate. But high performers don't rely on willpower. They bypass the decision-making process entirely by transforming conscious execution into an automatic habit loop. When an action becomes mechanical, it moves from the analytical part of your brain to the basal ganglia, the region responsible for automated behaviors, like walking or breathing. The secret isn't pushing through the pain. The secret is removing the choice to stop. The amateur values intensity. They wait for a massive burst of creative energy, work for 14 hours straight, and then burn out for the next 3 weeks. They believe that monumental results require monumental bursts of effort. This, though, is an illusion. The professionals values continuity. They understand that a moderate, unglamorous effort maintained across hundreds of consecutive days yields exponential leverage. Intensity creates headlines, but continuity builds empires. When you prioritize intensity, you become dependent on the high of feeling inspired. When that high inevitably fades, your progress collapses. To break this cycle, you must decouple your productivity from your emotional state entirely.